illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered.
On a warm late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that. Street.
Now Hall to start the drive. There he goes, right side. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Trap 50. Ready to work.
Looking to throw. Blake. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown, Bills! They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the... Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. All again on 2nd down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen now looks to throw, and we'll keep an eye on that and all Week 2 games as we go along. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Allen. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 6 yards away. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision. The end zone, not a good one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 24, Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Derek Stingley getting home on the corner blitz.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On play action, Allen. This time, and he loses the football a second time, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Big Lion. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
And Allen going to be intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
Touchdown, Bills!
Dawson Knox,
a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, man, Franco!
That's out quickly to Bateman.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Rashad Bateman,
67 yards.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch, and what some coaches do to try and meet it halfway. meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted ruins, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Cowboy 80. Cardinal.
Ball again. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he fields it cleanly. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. And they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down. Blake got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Buying time to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Ball again on second down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll run with Hall. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.